Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. For this kimono and palazzo trouser, this is the material I will be using and it's 4 yards. So we'll be starting by cutting the kimono first before the palazzo trouser, and I'll be using 3 yards of this material for the kimono, while the palazzo is just going to be 1 yard. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by measuring the length of the kimono, which is 50 plus extra 2 inches. The 2 inches is going to be for the hem and the joining allowance at the shoulder area up. So 50 inches plus extra 2 inches. So basically that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just going to be folding it into 2. I'm using the entire length of this material. It's by 60. So I'm trying to figure the wrong side of the fabric. Okay. So this is it. So this is the length of the kimono I'll be using. It's 52 inches. So I just folded that 52 inches into 2. After folding it into 2, I'll be folding it into 4 like this. So after folding this into 4, I will start imputing my measurements now. This is very easy and straightforward. Since I said I'll be using the entire length of these, and the sleeve is cut together with the bodies, so I'm not going to be cutting sleeves separately. And the measurement for my sleeve, starting from the center back of my neck like this to the sleeve, to the length of the sleeve that I want, is 30 inches plus seam allowance. So I will not be cutting anything out here. You know it's by 60. When you fold it into 2, it's going to be 30. So 30 inches on this side and 30 inches from this side, starting from the center back of your neck. So that is why I will not be cutting anything out. So this is the center after folding it into 4 here. So you have the center here, the folded part, where I'll be imputing my neck measurement. The neck I'm using here is just 3.5 because I don't want it to be too wide. So I'm using just 3.5 by 1.5 inches. I'm just going to be connecting this. And I'll cut it out. So after cutting it out, what next is to come here to determine how wide I want my sleeves. So let me show you the waist measurement. Is how I'll be doing it. I want it really free, something like this. So this is 12 inches divided by 2, that's going to be 6 inches. So I'll be placing 6 inches here. On this 6 inches, I'll just notch it. This is going to be the opening of the sleeve. I'm going to notch it on that 6 inches. Okay, after notching, remember this page is on fold. So let's make that open. So after achieving that, I'm going to be separating it. I'm going to take one piece out and I'm going to fold the other piece into 2 to get the center front. So after I folded it into 2, this is the center front. So this place is going to be open. This center front is going to be open. So I'm just going to be using my hand just to make something like this. You can use your curved ruler, but I'll prefer a freehand sketch. So just doing something like this and cut it open. And we are actually done with the cutting of the kimono. It's very easy and it's super fast. So what I'll be doing now is to just place the front piece on the back piece, take it to my sewing machine and join it together. So let's do that. This is the back piece, the front side facing the front side. Going to pin it here on the shoulder. Pin it all the way down. You can see this is accurate. So I'll be placing the other one on it too. You can see this too. It's accurate. That is one of the advantages of using your pins to secure your fabrics together, to keep your fabrics in place. I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. Let me show you what I'll be doing. I'm going to join these shoulders together, the first one and the second one. Remember the front side facing the front side. After joining it on the shoulders, I'm going to come here. This is the 6 inches that we notched. So after joining it here, I'm just going to fold it in like this and top stitch all the way to where you notch for your sleeve opening. Fold it in like this, then top stitch all the way and close the rest all the way down. Close the rest all the way down and hem the down part as well. Do the same thing for the other sleeve too. Fold it in to the wrong side, top stitch up to the 6 inches that you notched, or how depend on your sleeve, yours may be lesser or even more than 6 inches. So just make sure you top stitch all around, then stitch the remaining, close it from your opening all the way down and hem the down part. And that is all for the kimono. That is actually very fast. Now we'll be cutting the trouser before we start sewing. Now let's start cutting the trouser. The length of the palazzo is 35 inches plus extra 2 inches. That's going to be 7 inches. The 2 inches is going to be for the hem allowance down and half inch for the joining allowance that I'm going to use to join the trouser with the band. So that is 37.5, which I already cut here. Now this is the waist. I'll be dropping 2 inches because I'll be adding the band of 2 inches to it. So I'll be dropping 2 inches. Waist, this is the waistline. Waist to hip is 9 inches. This is the hip line. To get the crotch line, just divide your hip measurement divided by 4. The hip measurement for this palazzo is 40 divided by 4. That is 10. So I have 10. But to be on the safer side, I like to add extra half inch. So I'm using 10.5 for the crotch line. So on this hip line, I'll be imputing the hip measurement. The hip measurement is 40, as I said earlier, divided by 4. That is 10 inches. because I want it to be really free, so I'll be adding extra 1.5 inches to it. That's going to be 11.5. So for the tie measurement, the measurement of the tie, I'll be imputing that on the couch line. Let me make that visible. This is the hip line, this is the couch line. So the tie is 25 inches divided by 2, that's going to be 12.5 plus extra 1 inches. Sorry, plus extra 1 inch, that's going to be 13.5. I have exactly 13.5 here, so I will not be cutting anything out. I already cut out 13.5. Like I said, that I divided my hip the tie measurement divided by 2 plus extra 1 inch to cut this out. So this is exactly 35.5 inches. The same measurement I have on my hip is what I'll be transferring to the waist, because I'll be adding band, elastic band, so it's going to be okay by the time I added band to it. So 11.5, we have 11.5 here, so I'll be imputing 11.5 here as well. So the couch line to the hip, from the hip to the waist, this is it. Okay, then I'm going to come to the down part of the trouser, where I'm going to determine how wide I want this to be. We're using 12 inches, 12 inches including the seam allowance, 12 inches. So you just extend this 12 inches to this couch line. So let's cut. So this is the front part of the palazzo. Okay, after placing the front on the back, this is what I have. What I'll just be doing is that I'm going to be extending this couch line. I'm going to be adding extra 1.5 inches to the back piece. So this is the extra 1.5 inches. Stops here. I'll be increasing this place as well with just 1 inch. Extending it to 1 inch. And I'll be connecting it. You can add even 1.5 inches, but 1 inch is fine for me. And I'm just going to be extending this 1.5 inches to the down part here. Let's cut so you understand what I'm saying. So now that we extended this place with 1 inch, you're just going to be making a slant line like this all the way to this place. Let me cut it out so you can see what I'm doing clearly. Okay, so the extension here now, you just cut it slantly. to this place, you can see this place is a little bit extended, and this is the back piece, which is even wider than the front piece. So these are the side seams, and I'll be cutting it open for both the front and the back piece. This is the back piece and this is the front piece. I am not going to scatter it. I'm just going to pin it down the way it is. Because we impute our measurement on the wrong side of the fabric, so I'm just going to pin it down like this, and that is how I'm going to be taking it to my sewing machine. I just pinned the two pieces for the front together like this. The same thing I'll be doing for the back pieces. Pin the two together. These are the side seam. Let me show you what I'll be doing here. On the side seam, I'm just going to be coming down by 1 inch. And from this 1 inch, I'm going to put my pocket. The pocket is going to be here, and the stitch is going to start from this 1 inch. It is going to be like 6.5 or 6 inches open. So from here now, let's say this is here to 6 inches. So the pocket is going to be here on both the front and the back pieces. So the same exact is, you can see I already pinned the front and the back pieces together. Let's say I've joined the two together like this. You just open it up. You can see what I have. Open it up. The same thing. This is the front piece, right? So the front side facing the front side. Place them on top of each other and pin it as well on both sides. So you're just going to take it to your sewing machine, stitch this place. The same thing for the back. If you're not adding pockets, just close the two sides. But if you're adding pockets, like I said, just mark 1 inch below the waistline, mark 1 inch downward and attach your pocket. After then, come to this place, place the two on top of each other, close it all the way down like this. Whatever you have on the waist, just measure it all round. Measure this all round, okay, to cut out your band. For the band, this is what I'll be using. The length is 5 inches. By the time I fold it into two, it's going to be 2.5 inches. So that's going to be the band. So whatever you have on the waist, that is what you're using to cut the band. But the wideness of the band is 5 inches divided by 2. Fold it into two like this. You have 2.5 and attach it to your waistline. Then impute your elastic band. This is the elastic band I'll be using, and it's about 1.5 inches. Yeah, it's 1.5 inches. So this is going to be inside like this. So that's it for the band. For the front part of kimono, I want to show you what I'll be doing here. You can just fold it in like this and just stitch all round. You're going to fold it to the wrong side actually. and just stitch all around, or use your bias to pipe it. So you're placing your bias on the right side, you stitch all round, then you fold it to the wrong side like this, and you stitch all round. For the kimono, I'm done with it. So this is the opening for the sleeve, which it's just 6 inches. Yours could be more or less, as I said earlier. And I already closed the sides, and I hemmed the down part as well. For the opening in front, I didn't use bias, I didn't pipe it. I only just hem it, and it's still very neat. I just folded it inside and I top stitch all round. That was what I did. So that was it for the kimono. I already fixed the band and also the pocket. I'm just going to give it a very good press now. So this is going to be the end of this today's tutorial. I hope you find this really helpful, and if you find it really helpful, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.